house of opportunity. In a world that seems so false, I love that you're true to me, and I don't care if it's Lena Horne, green, minus yellow, it's still the blues to me. And no matter how clear my words, transparent does not define me. In the spots where you can find me, with my pen and my pad, reflecting on life, and I am wishing I had.
Jerica Wortham is a Tulsa, Oklahoma native. Since she was only 11 years old, Jerica has been writing poetry, though it was not until she was in high school that she began to share her poetry.
Now I am who I am, and I think this shit is hot.
Then my junior year in high school, they opened up this poetry slam. And so during the activity periods, we would write and share poetry. And so I started sharing, and I shared one of my poems called Quarter to Three. And it got a rave review, and I was hooked. So I was like, I'm doing this forever and ever.
From there, it was history. Jerica never stopped. She traveled in college reading her poetry, and then on into her adult life after college. Her love for creating only grew from there. Eventually, it led to her writing her own book, Beautiful and Strange. Then, in 2012, she created J Parlay, an online literary magazine.
So, at the time that I created J Parlay, there weren't a lot of outlets that I knew of locally for writing, and so it started with me doing a literary magazine. I had friends that could write, I had friends that were poets, I had friends that were artists, and friends that were graphic designers, and so it just all kind of came together and created the magazine.
The magazine gave local Tulsa creatives a platform that they could submit their writings to and have the possibility of being published. Only a year and a half after founding J Parlay, Jerica began hosting live shows.
Good evening and welcome to J Parlay. How y'all doing tonight? Yes. Are you all excited about a nice and fun night? Yes or yes?
The J Parlay shows consist of local singers, poets,
She from the smoothest of the vines. I'm a little tough to take if you're not used to my kind. The gorgeousness of
and comedians.
One time I sent a freaky text message to my mama by accident, but she's so old school and old fashioned, she didn't even realize I had texted her something freaky. I texted my mama and said, "What you got on?" She texted me back and said, "A pot of beans." I'm like,
So ultimately, our motto and our mission is to give every voice a place to be heard. I feel like a lot of times in our culture, we try to silence people, right? And I get that everything that needs to be said doesn't feel good when it's heard. And I get that everyone's story could be, or some people's story can be triggering to others to hear, right? But that doesn't mean that that person doesn't have a right to be heard and to share their truth.
But Jerica was still not done. She went on to host these shows from New York to California. She continued to expand her stage every day. Then, in October 2014, she founded the J Parlay Scholarship Fund to award hardworking people so they can continue to pursue their education.
So I wanted to provide a scholarship where they could just utilize their talents, their natural skill sets, and then in the process get money for school. And so that was the other part. That was the senior class showcase. And so now we've combined them together. We have the senior class showcase, we have the scholarships for working adults, and then we also added in the highlight of people in the community that are doing amazing things, and they don't win scholarships, but they are acknowledged.
J Parlay hosts a formal every year to highlight scholarship recipients and others who are doing amazing things in the community. J Parlay has even awarded RSU's very own Malin Harbin with a scholarship. Jerica is constantly thinking and creating new ways to better the lives of everyone around her and to provide everyone with a place where they have an equal opportunity to be heard.
Love, energy, attention. One more time for the people in the back. Love, energy, attention. My people, yes.